Today is the midterms, obviously, but I have a story that I think is very important and really telling of the priorities of the U.S. and its current capacity. Yesterday, Pentagon officials said that 5,200 troops deployed to the U.S. Mexico border will not receive combat pay or danger pay compensation for working in a dangerous environment. Members who are deployed in support of the Department of Homeland Security's border mission are not eligible for imminent danger pay, Defense Department spokesman Colonel Robert Manning told The Hill. Manning explained that the troops do not qualify for the additional money unless they are on duty in foreign areas designated as such because of wartime conditions, civil wars, civil insurrection, or terrorism. Troops will also not receive hostile fire pay since the border mission is considered non-combative. Our military will not receive combat pay or hostile fire pay as they are not deployed to a combat area, nor are they expected to be subject to hostile fire, Manning said. He did say that those deployed will be eligible for family separation pay. Now, a lot of times when you listen to Trump supporters on these social media outlets, a common narrative they have when you bring up the need to assist those that are in poor conditions is those people need to, get off their lazy behinds. That's why they're not getting ahead. But here we have a group of soldiers, dedicated military members, and I've talked about the U.S.'s problems with its military, but I've never, you know, downed people who were enlisted because I think they do something that is very self-sacrificing, and they're treated like trash by the um, American government. That's like 27% of all homeless people are veterans, but that's besides the point. Now, the reason I bring it up is because there doesn't seem to be any backlash from uh, those who already don't like Trump as it pertains to this issue. Again, I'll read this sentence for you. 5,200 troops deployed to the U.S. Mexico border will not receive combat pay or danger pay compensation for working in a dangerous environment. So they're saying, hey, look, you can go out here and get, killed is designated in a dangerous environment. Such a thing could happen, and we're just not going to pay you these two different forms of pay that we give people who go overseas. And none of Trump supporters are saying, "Wow, those honorable service members are being denied, the same benefits as those that would be deployed out of the country." No one cares. At least no one that's on his team, and it's not because they're saying to themselves, "Well, a bigger sacrifice is made by people overseas." No, they're doing it because, like I told you before, it is a one-track mind where everything and every position that Trump takes, all of a sudden they feel they have to take as well because it's all tribalism. There's no independent thought. That's why after he called himself a nationalist, all these people started posting online about how they were too, and a good chunk of them don't even know what that word means. It's all designated around how many times can I excuse him for any trashy thing that's going on. And I've said before the problem I have with the immigration policy. We're not even talking about that in particular. We're discussing troops not being given their money. And he was priding himself on the first pay raise in a decade. The first pay raise in a decade. That was in the John McCain Defense Authorization Act. What he forgot to tell you about the pay raise was it's by 2%. But they purposely leave details out like that, and his story will continue to be underreported so that people who are actually risking their lives to do something worth a damn will continue to get screwed over by those at the top. It doesn't matter if you're in the military, if you're working, some job. It's all geared toward whoever is sitting up at the head of the pyramid. So, interesting story. I thought I'd talk about it before the midterms.